Hello everyone and welcome back to Storytime with Gemma. Today we'll be reading A Good Day for a Hat by Nat Fuller, illustrated by Rob Hudson. Today is a good day for a hat, said Mr. Brown. But when he stepped outside, it was raining. I have just the hat for that, Mr. Brown said. But when he stepped outside, the rain had turned to snow. Oh no, I have just the hat for that, Mr. Brown said. But when he stepped outside, a band was marching by. I have just the hat for that, Mr. Brown said. But when he stepped outside, there were magical rabbits loose on his lawn. I have just the hat for that, Mr. Brown said. But when he stepped outside, there was a rootin' tootin' rodeo. I have just the hat for that, Mr. Brown said. But when he stepped outside, it was time for the Big Bear Country Cook-Off. I have just the hat for that, Mr. Brown said. But when he stepped outside, there was a great fire-breathing dragon. I have just the hat for that, Mr. Brown said again. But when he stepped outside, he was sailing the ice seas. Oh dear, said Mr. Brown. I have just the hat for that too. But I'm on my way to Miss Plum's house and I'm already very late. So when Mr. Brown stepped outside again, he was prepared for anything. Finally, Mr. Brown arrived at Miss Plum's house. When he stepped inside, all of his friends were there. Surprise! They yelled. Mr. Brown was so startled. All of his hats tumbled from his head. Oh, yes, said Mr. Brown. It's my birthday. And Miss Plum said, I have just the hat for that. The end. Thanks for tuning in to Storytime with Gemma. See you next time.